The purpose of the study was to see whether spouses were similarly impacted or differently from the way their service member was in terms of the mental health consequences of being separated for an extended period of time. Many military members, as you know, are being separated for long periods of time because of the deployments to Iraq, Afghanistan, and other places actually where we have humanitarian missions. So since those separations are almost becoming normal today, what consequences do those have on the service members, not just service members, but the spouses? And what we found was essentially that the spouses, similar in some ways to the members, are experiencing significant psychological challenges as a result of this. There's more loneliness, there's more depression, there's more separation anxiety. There's lots of challenges that they're experiencing. Now, about half of spouses experience some level of psychological distress. And that's not too different, actually, from service members. So that's fairly high. It's highest among those young families, those people who have young children, who don't have a lot of pay grade, and so there's not much income coming in, and who are separated at long distances from parents and other relatives. So those people are at most risk right now. It's interesting how much the military has already done to ramp up services for these families. In fact, I've been very surprised at the amount of resources that since 9/11 have gone to building up family support programs. It's remarkable. I think also one of the things that has really helped a lot is these services are now, the word is getting out that they're supposed to be used. For example, we found that if you're fortunate enough to be in a military unit where there's good support, where supervisors such as the senior NCOs and officers are really supportive of families, where they get the word out to families, where families are connected pretty well, where they set up family readiness groups for those members or spouses that are in there. I mean, those spouses do remarkably better than when those resources are not there. Likewise, when units really pay attention to the fact that spouses need friends, when there's connections among people that are facilitated by the unit, by creating parties and different kinds of events, that really helps a lot. See, the military has a vested interest in making sure that families are doing well. And the reason for that is because if the spouse is not doing well at home, or the spouse and kids are not doing well at home, then that tends to deteriorate the performance of the service member who's deployed or who's being separated. Not taking care of their families means that they end up with underperforming military personnel and underperforming military units. And that puts their mission at risk. So I think one of the things that we're learning right now is that family members that the attention to family members is largely because the mission is at risk if they don't take care of families.